My name is Daniel Chavez Jr. I am the Artistic Director and General Manager of California Arts Academy. My first experience in the arts, I would have to say, would be church. When I was little, about 4 or 5, my mom played the piano. My dad was a pastor, and so I was always asked to sing. When I went to Chico State, I actually went in as a business major. About 2 years in, I decided that I couldn't live without the arts in my life. I changed my major to music education and vocal performance. My first professional job was actually an international tour in Italy of West Side Story playing Bernardo, which was pretty cool. Between college and New York, I had been away from my family for about 13 years. So I decided that it was time to kind of come back home and be with my family. Eventually, I did this search, I started looking around, and I came across Cynthia Merrill School of Performing Arts, which is what California Arts Academy used to be. I had always been running programs here, I had always been artistic directing, but it wasn't until after the pandemic where I just kind of said, okay, I'm just gonna take it and run with it the way I feel it needs to be done. My other partners had to get full-time jobs elsewhere because we really had no way of earning income to pay people what they were being paid. And most of my ballet teachers continued to teach their classes through Zoom while the kids were at home and they were at their own houses. In some cases, we were able to open up the studio so the teacher can be in the studio while they were teaching, but the kids would be at home. I actually had to lay myself off so that we can keep some of the finances through here going so that the other teachers could get paid. I was able to keep myself going and keep them going by doing very small projects with just like 5 people here and there. The hardest part of all of it was losing what is most important to me, which is the arts, which is theater. It got very dark for a while. And it made it so much better when we were able to open our doors and we were able to start getting back together. I can tell you that the first day that we were back on stage and greeting the families to be here to see their kids on stage again, it's like seeing family that you haven't seen in a long time. My philosophy of California Arts Academy is to help raise good human beings through art. People ask me sometimes, why should my kid do theater? Why should my kid do the arts? I never say, oh, so they can be a movie star. Oh, so they can go on Broadway. That's a great outcome, yes, but it's a very slim outcome for most people. So when people ask me why, I usually say, I know that my theater experience has made it a lot easier for me to be myself in front of people. And when you're interviewing or when you're auditioning, what people really want to see is who you are. So anytime I have a class or an audition, especially with the little kids, and they get up on the stage, the first thing I do when I release them is I talk to the parents and I say, just so you know, they all did this today. And you should praise them because imagine if I asked any one of you to step on that stage and talk to people, most of you would, pull back into your shell or kind of have an anxiety attack. I feel that the arts gives us many opportunities to conquer fears, to give us courage, self-confidence, and skills. We do really try to teach etiquette and teach manners while we teach the skills that we do teach. I wasn't raised in theater. I wasn't one of the lucky ones to be able to do what I actually do now. Later, after the fact, I realized what kind of person or what kind of manners I had, and I didn't like it. I wasn't good. When I became a professional actor, I had all the opportunity to make it part of me so that when I ended up here, all I really had to do was share it and explain what it means. And the arts is one of those things that the only way it continues is by people sharing their stories and their experiences. I try to talk to the kids as human beings. And sometimes that means we sit down and we say, okay, I'm struggling here. This is what I'm seeing, and that doesn't make me happy. What can we do to change that? What can we do to make this a better place for all of us? I think what people can expect when they come or when they see something from Cal Arts Academy is maybe infectious happiness, joy, love for what we do. I really feel that California Arts Academy is family-based. Everybody that comes here is special, and they're special to each other. A lot of the parents just come and stay and hang out even though they have a couple hours where they can do other things. They stay and talk. The kids they do things outside of CalArts together. It's very nice to have and see kids that start with me at the age of 5, and then I get to see them off to college just like their families and their parents do. I'm just lucky that I have multiple